Round 2. Let's try this again. Yeah, we're going to keep this. We could top deck a Waste or our, whatever that spell's or land's called, Unknown Shores. And then we might be able to go turn 3 Matter Reshaper. Otherwise, I guess we can go turn 4 Warden, turn 3, or turn 5 Matter Reshaper. Maybe turn 5 in Ugin's Insight. We'll see. All right. So Warden should help us surge out our Tyrant. Zada's Commando. That card's pretty good. Beast Caller Savant. Wow. Just Omega aggro. 3 spells and my opponent still has 4 cards in hand? Jeez. Feels like a lot, doesn't it? Alright, I'm in pretty big trouble if my opponent attacks with everything next turn, because I kind of need this Matter Reshaper. Grove Rumbler's a big boy, too. Alright, well, I guess the good news is he can't attack into it. Tide Drifter plus Matter Reshaper seems pretty good. Although, no, I guess we want to save the Tide Drifter because then next turn we can go Tide Drifter Tyrant. And that seems better to me. Yeah, because then we can kill the Grove Rumbler. Alright. Might take a big ol' hit here, but I think it's worth it. Wait, do I not have the mana to do that? 1, so 5, 6, 7. No, I will. Okay. So as long as Warden lives, we're good. Grove Rumbler, jeez, it's not a Grove Rumblers. Alright, so he gets to swing there. We take 7, which is a lot of damage, no doubt, but I think we're going to do that. Still might need Matter Reshaper in case he misses a land drop for the Grove Rumbler. And we're setting up a pretty good defense this turn. Alright, that's not bad either. So let's go Waste, Tide Drifter, Tyrant, Surge, kill you, and pass. Scry 7 with Ugin's Insight seems pretty good. Alright, he's making his land drops. I might have to just trade the Tyrant if we get the opportunity. Oh, jeez. Wow. That's pretty sick. Alright, let's go, guess we block. Can't really afford to take. Ugh, it's a tough spot. This can double block. Probably got to get rid of the Trampler. Yeah, it's just so unfortunate that he can kill both of our things, but we probably need the card, so I'm going to take 4. Well, Devouring Flames helps. Guess we gotta kill Warcaller. Inbringer's pretty good too, but we gotta take out Warcaller, or else we're just dead. What happens if I go land? We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana. So I can go Devour plus Ugin's Insight. So I guess for that reason we just Ugin's first. Wait, is that not going to work? Because then I have to tap Warden of Geometry. Well, let's just play Devour first, because we got to kill Warcaller, I think. I'm just so close to being able to play Inbringer plus. It's tough. All right, let's kill this. If I Ugin's Insight, my opponent can attack. I think we have to chill out this turn. Inbringer, see, the thing is, Inbringer can start killing stuff, which is good, but we need to survive. We can't quite afford to play Ugin's Insight just yet. Okay, Embodiment's pretty good. Didn't have a land drop though, which is great news for us. All right, that was ideal turn since now we can actually do stuff. So let's play Inbringer. Seems very important here. Pass. So we can start picking his guys off. He forgot to use Zada's Commando too, which is good news for us. Stalking Drone is very beatable. Now he doesn't have a... That's kind of weird. Okay, well, that's going to make it a little bit harder. But we do have Ugin's Insight, so let's go untap Herald. So let's ping the... Well, I guess we can Ugin's Insight first. Ooh, all right. So bottom, 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 Membrane, Roiling Waters. Probably, I get, well, I don't know if Membrane looks that good here. Let's bottom that too and keep the Roiling Waters. That's pretty nice. Play land. We're going to ping the Saddleback. And then probably just, we could play the Blinding Drone or we could play the Herald. Probably want the Herald here. It's better blocker. And then we'll pass. And we get to untap Inbringer, which is a good card. Guess I could have killed Beast Caller Savant so then he couldn't use Zada's Commando. Might have been smarter. During each other player's untap step. So I don't think... Is that right? Endbringer doesn't untap if I use it now? Because each other player's untap step means not during mine. I don't actually know. This is a weird card. All right. Post-combat land play is very strange. I'm going to see. I don't think that it does, though, but we'll find out. I mean, I'm curious. We'll kill the Beast Collar Savant, or try to. He can use that as commando. Take one. I'm going to see if it untaps. If it doesn't, we know. Oh, it does. That's crazy. That's so good. All right, let's draw. I guess I can get rid of my up. Wait, no, I don't want to get rid of my upkeep. So we've got 8, 9 mana, including the Warden of Geometries, which means we probably just want to go Roiling Water here. If I play Seer's Lantern, I could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with the Seer's Lantern. So I can go Lantern plus Roiling Water. Is that right? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. All right. Oh. Geez. Silly me. So bounce these two, I guess. Draw 2. Guess I should have bounced the commando. Might have been smarter. Get in with... No, that doesn't work. Let's just get in with Endbringer. I mean, he doesn't have another ally for commando, but I might have just wanted to bounce it. Yeah, I should have bounced that instead of the Scythe Leopard. Warcaller. Oh. So I guess he can go dude. Well, he can't go dude land then Warcaller, but I can Endbringer in response to his Warcaller, which is actually pretty good, but I might need the Endbringer for blocks. Potentially, you can also pump the drone here, something to keep in mind. Don't have 2 colorless for Endbringer. I should have left up the waste so I could draw. That was a mistake. But not a huge deal. Stone Fury is pretty good. Let's go... If I attack with Endbringer, he can... This becomes a 3/4. He could double block. He could also triple block. If he triple blocks, I can kill both. Considering the amount of card advantage I have, I probably just want to do that. Because then I can... Yeah. Even though Endbringer is pretty good, clearing his board seems pretty relevant at the moment. Let's swing for 5. See how he blocks. No blocks. So let's go Blinding Drone. Oops, Cloud Manta. Leave up Stone Fury. All right, so it's a hasty Vigilant land, which seems pretty irrelevant. So in response to the Warcaller trigger, I can kill Warcaller. Let's say all these get pumped. He can pump the Stalking Drone. I think the play is kill the war. Well, that's actually not important either. Let's just Stone Fury, the embodiment, and then he still can't really attack that well. I don't even need to kill work. He can't really attack that well. Not at all. Oh. Well. Let's go like this. This can become a 5/6, so well, maybe we don't want to do that. Well, it's probably fine. Let's go. I think because we can get the card advantage here. You can only kill one of those, yeah. And then I'm going to block with the blinding drone just to save some damage. Even though blinding drone's pretty good here. Alright. So, red-green aggro looks like a good deck. Might want the rune processor for life gain, but we didn't exile anything that game, did we? Makes it a little bit harder. And Containment Membrane is going to be worse this match because of allies. You want hard removal against the allies deck because they still get the value, which is a problem. But I don't know if bringing in more top end is good for us either. Endbringer was insane, by the way. Jeez, card is great. I didn't even play it super correctly, and it was still great for us. Do I want Entangler for like just more early game? But we have all this ramp, which is a problem. I think Cloud Manta is going to be worse here, even though it evades. We want stuff that does stuff early. We got to stop him early because he just comes out of the gate swinging. I don't think Entangler is very good though. Could do Grip of the Royal, but that again is not very good with the allies. I could bring in the Rune Processor. I mean, between Herald of Kozilek, Hadron Crawler, Seer's Lantern, Warden of Geometries, Cultivator Drone, got a lot of ramp. Yeah, I don't really like Cloud Manta in this match, though. I don't think that's ultimately what we want. Well, we could do Oracle of Dust. 3/5 body seems relevant. It's certainly cheap. Well, it's more effective than Cloud Manta. It's not cheaper. But 5 life from Rune Processor could be huge. I think we're going to do a Rune Processor. Slightly dangerous, but being able to gain life seems really important. I wish we had more ways to exile. But I just don't think Cloud Manta is going to be good enough. All right, let's try this. Like a 7/8 body also is relevant, and the fact that we can ramp into it might come up. We'll see. Endbringer is, what a unique card that is. Cool effect. Super powerful card. Like I said, I didn't even really maximize it, and it still was huge. I'm taking a lot of time with this deck. I think it's just sort of a grindier deck, so making decisions with it is just a bit more difficult for me. It's a deck that's meant to grind, and unfortunately it doesn't grind better than, it certainly did not grind better than the Black-White Life Gain deck. Jeez, we got majorly outgrinded there. We're going to keep this. I can't justify mulling a hand that's got a good blocker with the ramp elements and removal. I just straight up do not think this is a mulligan, despite the fact that our deck is pretty mana hungry. All right, we're going to play the Cascade to start it off. I could have played the island there, but I think just being able to go Drifter into Cultivator Drone is going to be exactly what we want. All right. Ooh, Relentless Hunter is a good one. At least we have a blocker for it. And Containment Membrane. Roiling Waters, sure. Let's go Cultivator Drone, pass. Cultivator Drone does not work so well with the Roiling Waters, but that's all right. Next turn I could potentially go Warden of Geometries plus Containment Membrane, though, which is actually pretty good. Tide Drifter looking amazing right now. We're going to block the Hunter. Yeah, I'm not going to play around. I mean, the fact that I can Containment Membrane here, I think is... he probably has the trick, though, doesn't he? Okay. Maybe we just play it safe. I want to keep Tide Drifter, but... yeah, well, It's got to have a combat trick. All right, we're going to take 3. My plan is to Warden plus Containment Membrane. I think that's going to be fine. Stalking Drone, sure. Sears Lantern's not bad either. Let's go, actually, yeah, that's pretty good. Let's go Sears Lantern plus Membrane. Wait a second. Let's go Sears Lantern, Hemorrhage, Membrane. That's pretty good. All right. Sears Lantern, Hemorrhage. I don't mind if he defensively uses it either. Ooh. Makes it a bit harder. So he couldn't have gotten past me? Jeez. Well, no, he probably just still has a combat trick. All right, that's okay. It's still a problem, but the fact that we have all the resources in the world now, I think, make this better. So we'll membrane that. Chill out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Embodiment. So we're land away from Roiling Water here. Ugin's Insight is very good too. Let's go Insight. All of these seem pretty good. Even the land, because it just guarantees us Roiling Waters next turn, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Top all of them. Play land. Pass. All right. So getting landfall. We're going to block. He can brute strength, but we've got removal now, so I think we're going to be relatively safe. So he can brute strength, which he does, which is a bummer, but we knew it was coming and nothing you can do about it. Just can't afford to take a quadrillion damage. Wait a second, why did my... Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, well, that's a big bummer. I forgot about that. Huge bummer. What's the plan now? Guess I can go Devour Embodiment plus Avenger. Yeah, that's got to be good. Bounce the land, play land, Avenger, Surge, pass. 1 card left in our opponent's hand. All right, well, we're in a pretty good spot then. Grove Rumbler is a bit of a problem, but we're still fine. Can easily make that trade. Let's go into full-fledged time buy mode now, with the land draw especially. Bounce these two, draw two. Nice. Let's get in for 3. Next turn, Coastal Discovery, which is also good. We can just Stone Fury the Rumbler if it comes to that too. Yeah, it's probably worth it. So I've got 8 lands, or 8 resources rather, so 4, 8. We can go Stone Fury plus Matter Reshaper. Yeah, it's what we want to do. Get in. Okay, not concerned about that. $14 from our opponent. So let's play around the Warcaller, which means probably, let's see, we're at 9 mana now, so I can go this. But then, well, let's Awaken first. And then we can go Infiltrate. Let's just swing with the Avenger. And we'll play the, well, can't really play the Blinding Drone without tapping this anyway, so let's just get out the 1/4. So if he plays the Warcaller, we're still fine. Zada's command is pretty irrelevant. So we can play all of these as blockers, so why don't we just get in. Yeah, so I think his plan is to Warcaller us out, which means playing everything here should keep us completely safe from that. Pulse bringing back Embodiment, so we can go land, play it, but that's not going to be enough. All right, looks like we got there. Oh wait, is it 9 life? Why did I think you... Oh, Pulse of Marasa. Did not do my math correctly. All right, so I should have attacked with the Infiltrator too, but this is fine. We're still very good. All right. Didn't matter. I forgot that Pulse of Marasa gained 6 life. Not a big deal. We basically missed out on 1 point of damage. We still were definitely in a commanding board state lead. All right, well, beat the red-green aggro deck that looked pretty good. Brute Strength's huge when you're being aggressive and trample over and you've got all this landfall, so glad we could beat this deck. We'll see you in round 3. All right, we're in the final round of the day. Interesting. We're running 18 lands. I kind of like this hand. If we get a red man, this hand's insane. Yeah, we're going to keep it. I mean, I guess we only have, what, 7 ways to get red? I guess this hand could be a problem, but if we find one of our wastes, we can play the Mana Reshaper too. I don't know. We'll see. Put that card on the battlefield if it's a permanent card with convert mana cost 3 or less. So it's kind of cool, actually. Mana Reshaper can get you a land, too. This card must be seeing constructed play if it's worth 5 tickets. Seems like a pretty cool card. Yeah, it definitely seems like a good card. All right, well, round 3 opponent was a no-show, unfortunately. I mean, free wins are cool and all, but this deck was a lot of fun, I think, and I would have liked to have played a round 3 with it. It was probably, of the 4 decks I've drafted in this format, this looks like the most fun one, definitely. Because I got to try out Inbringer and Matter Reshaper, Tyrant of Valakut, which played really well. Thought Roiling Waters was good. Ugin's Insight, of course, amazing. Yeah. Good deck, came together pretty well, could not outgrind the black-white life gain deck, but he had a pretty nutty draw in game 2. Actually, he had a nutty draw in game 1 as well, right? Because we, missed on lands for a little bit. He got some early damage in, and then it really came down to he had to not only top deck an ally, but top deck an ally that flew, and he got both of those in the 3-2 while we were at 3. So that just did not work out well for us and perfectly for him. And then game 2, it was what was it? It was 4-drop 2/4, kill it. 5-drop 4/4, kill it. 2/4, 4/4, or 2/4, some other nutty creature, and then Obnix. So that was insane. Or maybe it was just another 2/4 in Obnix. Whatever it was ridiculous, and there was just no way we were coming back into that game. Yeah, and we were flooded. Yeah, that was not ideal. And I think if we played again, our deck, if we had a proper distribution of lands and spells, because it seemed like it was screw game 1, flood game 2, and our opponent was just drew the nut. So I feel like if we played a few matches, I could probably beat him at least a few times. I think this deck still could outgrind that one. It just, we needed better distribution, land, and spells. Anyway, got round 2 against a pretty good aggressive red-green deck, and then didn't get to play round 3, which is a bummer, but we'll take the free win, and we'll sell our Matter Reshaper to pay for future drafts. Hope you enjoyed it. Tomorrow should be actual release events, so we'll see you then.